Come Draw Max from Maximillian Villainous, a children's book written by Margaret Chiu Greanias and illustrated by me, Lesley Breen Withrow. Published by Running Press Kids 2018. First, you create a rounded shape, kind of like an upside down C, and then you put an M shape on the inside. One loop, two loops, and connect the bottom. Next, you put a triangular shape at the very bottom in the middle for Max's nose. I like to color it in. Next, there's two horns on the top of his head, and they're kind of like triangles sitting on each corner of his head. I like to put lines on the inside. Next, there's these two upside down C shapes, which are part of his horns. And then his mouth, it's a curve with 3 teeth in the middle. And I put a couple little dots for his freckles. His eyes are round or almond shape. And his pupils, the dark part of his eyes where he sees from, are at the bottom of his eyes because he's going to be looking down at Bart, his favorite bunny friend. I also put eyebrows above his eyes. Next, we do a circle, and the circle is the bunny's head and 2 ears on top. Then an M on the inside of the circle. This M shape goes around where his eyes go and his nose. I have him looking up at Max. And then I did a little smile on his face. Even though Max looks worried here, his bunny friend is smiling. Next, I do a shape down and around below the head for one arm, and then the other arm coming around Bart, the bunny, and 2 curves around them, which is his hands. Then we put the claws in, and he has 4 claws. Bart's paws, you can place them wherever you'd like in his body, and his fluffy bunny tail. Then we put in his shirt, which is really just a line that goes across the side and middle, and Max's pants. You could have his legs together or apart, but here I chose them to be apart. His feet go below his pants. And he has striped pants. Think of how fun this will be to color in later. And you can do cross-hatching, which is just a series of lines for his head, or you can color it in. You could color it in with a pencil or with a crayon or a colored pencil. And sometimes there's some nice energy when you color in kind of like drawing with the pencil. You just kind of color it in a way that gives it a lot of energy. And he's a monster, and you can express some of his emotion with the lines that you put in there, or the colors even that you put in there. I like to give him little spots on his arms and his hands, and coloring in the bunny's head. He could use a few little spots in his body too. And then I do some shadowing around different parts to make the arms pop and different places feel like some are in front and some are in back. And then I set him on a ground because he could use a nice shadow below him to show he's sitting there. And this is how you make Max and Bart from Maximillian Villainous. Happy drawing!